Hey Sosa, just game changer here. Said I'd have a little look at everything for you. So first glance, obviously, base looks absolutely fantastic. But we're going to go into a bit more detail on that. So again, great armament there. Liking the turrets. Obviously, make sure they're all maxed if you can. Now defense and attack, absolutely fantastic, mate. So really well done there. What I'm liking as well is that you're making great progress, and your tank defence here is absolutely fantastic, exactly how it should be, 14, 14, 28, so I'm liking that. I'm noticing you're starting to level up your Humvee. Just be mindful of that. If you can lock the Humvee IVF in the next monthly event, then you'll be able to make Humvees, which is a far better vehicle than the S13 or the PK, and it's my weapon of choice. But at the moment you're using crits to build your Humvees, where the Humvee IVF you'll be able to buy new ones at 100k each, and then you develop a fleet, and then you just purely use your Humvee crits to upgrade them rather than to make them, and that's really key. Eventually though you will go back to your normal Humvee, in my opinion, because you can get more in a troop, but you know the IVF is IFE rather is rather special. I'd also be unlocking this PK IFE as well, because that's a dramatic increase, and again should be a weapon of choice until you get the Humvee system. Just notice here that your again your barracks looking good, but I would look to get your mortarmen first. You probably want about within 6 seconds, so 4 mortarmen coming out, and then if you've got enough, another 4 mortarmen, and then you probably want your soldiers, because the mortarmen act like another howitzer. They really are effective, so that should work absolutely superb. And I like this setup. I can see you using one tank and then a continuous fire method, which is absolutely fantastic. I mean, you're level 25 now, so you should be able to upgrade your command center, and then that'll give you 1,000 in your armament. Here at the moment you've got 800. It'll also give you 600, so an extra reaper each as well, so that's going to obviously be a huge change for you. Not only that, you'll unlock an extra turret and also a transformer, so really good there, brother. So that'll be your next step. Look to get that CC to level 25. So I went to find you today, which I have. I can see here that you're in Portugal for some reason, but nevertheless. Okay, and if I scout you, the first thing that an attacker is going to see needs fixing, really. So on first glance, base absolutely fantastic. You can see why you're missing that extra transformer, because the transformer wants to be about here perhaps, and then obviously these two would be lit up as well, because that's really key. So absolutely excellent there. I mean, I don't know if you've looked at some of the videos I've done, but make sure obviously as you are that your walls are all touching, then when your troops come out they can't escape. I think you've obviously understood that anyway, whether that's come from me or not. Liking where your minefields are, so that's working really well. But look at that, mate, look at that. I can spawn, I know there's a mine there, but I'd take the chance on that. I could spawn and hit you straight away, brother. So if I launch my attack here, I'll probably be able to take that transformer out, take the railgun out, take the barracks out, and I'm straight then into your war factory. Because the downside of howitzers, if I drive to about here, then I'm underneath every single one of these howitzers, so it's not going to rain death on us. And the downside of a railgun, of course, is that it takes time to obviously fire up. So what you want is to make sure that you get your spaces right, so none of these gaps exist. So if you brought this here over that way a little bit, and just kind of try and spread out, so you got a small area here, you got a small area here. So just a little bit better spacing out, buddy, and you'll find that you can reduce the chance that somebody can spawn really closely, and not only that, you can then push people out, which then gives chance for your mortarmen to get out, gives you chance for your tanks to get out and things along that sort of line, mate. So yeah, just a small critique really, everything else is looking absolutely fantastic. But you are level 25 now, so that suggests that the next course of action for me is to get that upgraded to level 5, and that will increase how many walls you could have, and also you get that extra turret and things like that as well. Now just be mindful, you don't want to be taking barracks past 4, because that's all you need at this stage, and you don't want war factory past 4, I don't think, at this stage. You certainly don't want that past level 1, and you don't want your helicopters past level 1, so that's excellent. You don't want to upgrade your metal anymore. You shouldn't be making metal, you should be earning metal in my opinion, and that saves valuable XP. And certainly you don't want to upgrade any walls anymore, because it's again going to waste XP, and you haven't got much obviously between max of your level 27, so every little bit of XP counts. You can see here that I'm well over how much money I should be carrying, because I've just done the event, so I can actually now go beyond the maximum I'm meant to, so I can actually upgrade whatever I need to in my base without then upgrading the metal storage facility. Again, it just saves XP, so it's a nice little cheat there. So overall, mate, really good. Just be really careful what you start upgrading now, because once you upgrade that war factory, you'll probably jump to level 26. You want to be obviously getting your Humvees in. They cost 140 quid for 140 XP for every upgrade. Same with helicopters and things along that sort of line. So you really need to micromanage your XP now. Make sure obviously you don't go over, and just save wherever you can. For me, I've got things like my oil producers there. I've got 2 at level 5, 2 at level 4, and I've got my oil storage, so I've got a maximum of 15k of oil, and I think again that's 2 level 4, 2 level 5. But you know, you can experiment a little bit when you get obviously closer towards the top there, and once you've got your troops upgraded, and once you've got your army upgraded, and your vehicles upgraded, and you can see what XP you're going to need, then you can decide whether you increase your oil storage or not. But just be really careful of that. The other thing for me, every single turret wants to be at level 3 to 4. You've got level 2, so that's good. I mean, if that's working for you, keep them at that. I mean, you might need them a bit stronger, but again, it costs XP to upgrade the turret base. What doesn't cost XP is to upgrade the actual turret itself. So on my turret, every single turret has the machine gun level 5, it has the howitzer level 4, it has the railgun level 2, it's the salvo level 2, the flat level 3, the SAM level 1 or 2, I can't quite remember, don't use them yet. But everything is maxed out, so if something changed and I needed to react quickly to it, I've already got that turret unlocked. Obviously sometimes you've got more metal than you know what to do with, so make sure that everything that can be upgraded is upgraded. Also same as minefield, if you select your minefield and upgrade that to say one on the left upgrades how many mines you've got, the level of the minefield, and that's basically increases XP, so don't really want to touch that one. What you do want to do is make sure they're at maximum anti-vehicle level, which doesn't cost XP, so obviously have a little look at that, and just go in absolutely everywhere that you can. That's going to make you subtly stronger, that doesn't cost XP, and obviously increase it, so that's my assessment, brother. So a couple of things to tweak. Level 25, I suggest that, say CC is your next upgrade, and that's going to make it even stronger, mate. So well done, mate, absolutely fantastic, really pleased for you.